Hi, everyone. Mantic Mystic Messages here with a reading for Gemini. The Gemini Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, any placement of Gemini. That's a huge stack. We're going to pull some moon messages for you. We'll get crystal cards, animal cards, angel numbers, of course, tarot. Get a little direction as far as what's going on, advice from spirit, potential blocks, blessings, all that. So your first card is Be Bold and Make the First Move. Cardinal Moon. So you may have some cardinal signs in your chart. What else do we have? So this is about initiation. What are you ready to achieve? What are you ready to go after, create? It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Okay. Some pink and purple now on the table. And what else do we have? You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. Now, it's funny because I was just about to mention there is something here about confidence being very important at this time, whatever it is you're trying to do. It's like, be bold. Yeah. Make the first move, as we say, clear out whatever is not serving you at this point, and know that whatever it is you're trying to attract, you are in fact good enough. So I'm using the Mystic Soul Tarot deck by, let's see, Christina Mitchell by Moon and Cactus. All right, there it is. Very nice deck. There's an oracle deck. 2 of theirs we'll use. All the decks I use are in the description box. Check out the disclaimer. You have free will, final say. Only take what resonates. You know best. Oh my goodness, you have Temperance here. So Sagittarius energy. This is about moderation. This is about finding maybe some sort of middle ground in a situation, the patience, the harmony, the self-control here. Some of you actually may be feeling pulled in different directions too. I am getting a lot of magician energy off of this. It's something is like kind of like what you make of it. Okay. So I am getting that here. I feel, I'm also hearing something about, maybe hostility of some kind. I feel like that's the, releasing that negativity. I think it could be someone feeling a little like, it could be a work environment or something where there just feels like there is some tension, hostility, that sort of thing. So, oh yeah, and you have the Tower here coming in. So that'll, if we haven't released the negativity or whatever's not working on our own, the universe does have a way of coming in, doesn't it, and creating Tower moments for us so that we do release. And so this could be something surprising, very fast too. It could just be like kind of out of the blue, something happens. It could also, I am getting just a little bit now, again, take it only as it resonates, that for some of you, there could be sort of this, you're kind of, you've lost your patience with something or someone or with a particular situation. Okay. So that could be part of this too. So clearing something out, yes, clearing it out and using what you have, using what resources you have to make the most of something. Again, this is like an opportunity it's going to be what you make of it. Like your perception matters in this. All right. It's going to make a big difference. They say attitude is everything, kind of something along those lines here is what I'm picking up on. Yeah, you have Judgment. You have 3 major arcana cards. So whatever's going on for you, I do feel this is a big decision. There's, you are good enough. It's like you have to, you stepping into, maybe you have this, there's something that you've always wanted to do and you just weren't sure if, you really should go that way, but you're being asked to make a final decision here on something with the Judgment call. This could have to do with complete, clarity. Again, maybe something comes in suddenly. Things that, were maybe a little off balance are now a lot clearer. Things are getting into proper alignment for you. You have a nice lotus flower on this card, and it really does make me think that you're like open to receive whatever it is, the universe has for you. And I feel as though some of you really are realizing that, yeah, the universe does have your back and you're like ready to work with that energy. Maybe that's something you've been doing for a while, anyway. Let's see, what do we have? What else do we have for the Gemini Collective? What do we have for you? I do post weekly readings for all signs, and that is on Saturday mornings generally. I might switch it to Mondays. I'm not sure yet. Anyway. Oh my goodness, you have the Star card. You have 4 major arcana cards. What is going on? I want to point something out to you too. You have see the energy here with this like watery, cup in each hand. And then you have over here, you have this watery, water coming from each hand. I feel as though, with water, it does have to do with you being connected to the divine, to the cosmos, collective consciousness. Some of you may really feel as though your intuitive gifts are on the rise. You've got judgment here. You could have also been through something that was just so major that it kind of like dismantled what you thought reality was. Now, again, only for some of you, but it's like, you could have gone through such a hard time, maybe with health or job loss or relationships or some kind of loss, grief, upset, even where you had to basically completely rebuild. So from that, you have the star card, and it's like, for some of you too, I hope you realize like now is your time to shine. It is absolutely your time to be in the spotlight. After this period where you've done a lot of healing, you're still continuing to work on your healing journey. With the star card, you have a time of hope and promise coming in, rejuvenation. There is a time for you to rebuild now. Okay, I do have this definitely with the tower, and then followed by judgment and the star. It's like you're choosing to rebuild, but from a much higher like vantage point. It's like you've seen something, how something could go, and that that's not for you. So now you know how they say, seeing what you don't want can help you realize what you do want. I am kind of getting an energy like that with these cards, where you've really been through it, and you're finding your footing again. And I feel as though, things are just, they're finally starting to look up. Things are finally starting to head in a direction that feels more aligned with your higher calling, your soul's purpose. What else do we have for you? People may be commenting that you look like you're glowing, actually, but be ready to be on in the spotlight here. Wow, you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. This is incredible. You have something solid, something tangible coming in here with this Ace of Pentacles. This is some sort of opportunity, some sort of maybe you've made some wise investments here. You can see they're doing this hard work here in the Knight of Pentacles, and I feel it's like it's maybe may have been slow progress, but it's steady, and that then leads to this bigger opportunity. Some of you actually have something to invest at this point, and sometimes what we have to invest is our energy, and our energy, I feel, is like our greatest resource. So you deciding where you're going to make the most, again, where you're going to make the most of something, where your energy and time is best spent. I feel you're able to manage that better, like with this Temperance card. There could be sort of this energy of like really just like you're creating the life you want, and you're not afraid to do the hard work. This is absolutely incredible. Oh, wow. I mean, this is like, oh my goodness. And what's it all for? Well, you have the Nine of Cups. Oh my goodness. You have the Nine of Pentacles. That's like, what a lot of us strive for, right? That stability, that, again, it comes from hard work, though. It's not like it's just given to you. Your hard work is, in fact, paying off. And again, be ready to be in the spotlight. And this is, again, after you have maybe made so many sacrifices and had to compromise so often. Now it's like, no, you know what? It's my time. It's my time to shine here. And you have this, again, this Nine of Pentacles, and this is usually a person featured in their garden. They've done the hard work. They've accomplished so much for themselves here, and they've really done the work. This is a cause for celebration. Okay, this is what's clarifying, like the Star card here, and the so three of Cups here, like kind of finding your people, or at least finding the situations and the situations, and I guess the groups of people, or environments, I should say, environments that really do help you feel like you're at your highest frequency, and then you have this Eight of Cups here. That's that judgment call. You're good enough. You're too good for something or someone, and you've left it. You're walking away. If you haven't already, maybe that's something you're considering. That is part of that judgment call. You may not know exactly, with the Eight of Cups, where you're headed, but it's, you're following your intuition. You're following, you're having this sort of, I guess you could call it a blind faith, so to speak, and kind of, again, opening up and, saying, okay, I'm ready. I'm, kind of like, show me the way, spirit, show me the way. So putting, kind of giving it up to the divine, if you will. And then you have the Emperor, and this is what it ultimately leads to for you, is this nice entrepreneurial energy, this got it together here. This is stability here. This is that wisdom, of the Emperor. It's possessing the power of all four kings. It doesn't matter, male, female, doesn't matter in tarot. It's the energy itself. And this is someone who really can see opportunities on the horizon and knows when to make their move. And maybe that's something that you've been considering, and you finally are like, yeah, you know what? I'm making my move now. And so let's get some clarification here. And we'll use the Mystic Soul Oracle deck for this. Same person. Fear. Yeah, you're overcoming fear here. So that's that be bold and make the first move. You're making the first, and I just saw 11:11 on the timer. That is divine timing. Okay, that is absolutely divine timing. And I feel as though some of you're like, I'm coming out of this this period where I've been either shrinking yourself down, dulling your sparkle, whatever you want to call it, and you're not doing that anymore. It's like you're stepping out and into things that the darkness may seem scary, new things may seem scary, like with the Eight of Cups, but it's like, again, having that faith in the universe, and having that, most of all, having the confidence in yourself. That is what is key. All right, what else do we have? You have gratitude here. All right. So that's what's clarifying this tower, and it's time to release negativity. And it's like, yeah, and you're going to be so grateful that you did. You will absolutely be grateful. Now, how you have the lotus appearing a couple of times can have to do with your own personal spiritual journey, enlightenment, and you have acceptance. Look at that, the nice dragonfly coming in. That's what's clarifying. You're good enough. Judgment. It is your time to shine. It is absolutely your time to shine. You are the star. You're in the spotlight, and the choice is yours. So which way are you going to go? Ultimately, it is always your choice, right? Always. Let's get some clarifying messages. I'm going to use the Maruka X Abundant Life deck, Abundant Career Fortune Telling cards. Get you some messages here. I do want to see what we have to, if there's anything we need to surrender to as well. Let's actually, you know what? Let's do that first. I want to do that first. They kind of switched gears on me. Let's see. I'm getting a name like Percy. Yeah, a name like Percy. All right, so I do end up channeling messages, as I am clairaudient, and among other clairs. All right, what else do we have? What do we have for you? What do we have? Okay, I had a card that was flipped over. Okay, now what is this? Surrender the habit of people pleasing. So speak your needs and be true to yourself. That's what this is all about. Focus on your happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. It's not your job to be everything for someone else or to change their life. It's like they have a life they have to focus on, right? And you're doing yours. All right, what do we have here for you? Now, these messages can pertain to any area of your life: love, career, money, relationships, health, well-being, happiness, all that. You have wrapped things up here. So it's not just starting that's important, but seeing it to completion that matters. So actively monitor your work to make sure you're not routinely falling just short of the finish line. Okay, that could have been maybe an issue for you before. I really don't see that being an issue now. I feel like you're just so determined right now that it's not really coming in as an issue. Okay, love-wise, what can we expect? Like this is a love truth oracle. What can we expect love-wise? You have something about manifesting, energies aligning, and something being in the works for you here, Gemini. All right, something is in the works, but again, you want to wrap things up if you have something else going on. That's coming through. Your divine direction oracle card is right here, this one. It's, oh, reconciliation. All right. So someone from your past, doesn't have to be love, but it could be, is returning. Okay. Remember, it's up to you if you want to revisit your past. Always remember that. It's completely up to you. There's a lot here about you having the choice. The choice is absolutely yours. Maybe you're going to choose to, this time you're going to shine. You're going to go for it. And let's see, what else do we have? We have the Animal Wisdom Oracle by Britta Bowman. What do we have for Gemini? I always like to get animal cards and angel numbers. I've been doing it for the whole 2 years I've been on YouTube. All right, we have a Wildcat here. Effortless vitality. Connect with the joy and abundance that surrounds you. Allow yourself to be carried by the flow of life. There you are. Okay, and an angel number for Gemini. Angel number for you. Oh, wow. Oh, you have two, 14, 14, and 15, 15. I like this, the consecutive numbers. So remain positive and have faith. Make necessary changes and purge negativity in your life as you level up. This is about you leveling up. Absolutely. If you enjoyed this reading, please do like, subscribe. It's a new channel. This one's newer. If you have Libra in your chart, check out Schoolhouse Intuitive, my other channel that I've had for a couple of years. So thank you so much for being here. Take care.